Alright everyone, welcome to day 5 of Drawtober. Now in Drawtober we are doing 3 drawings every single day. One of my mini-me, the second of a prompt on the McKween prompt board, and the last being a Monster Girl Randomizer redesign. If you haven't seen the previous 4 videos, I recommend you watch those, but you obviously don't have to. Enjoy the video! Now for today's mini-me drawing, I was in a call with Chrissy and I asked her, you know, I've been enjoying watching me with my other mini-me characters or drawing them. I asked her what other mini-me should I draw, and she said my mini-me Medicate. Medicate is exactly, she stands for what exactly it is, medicate, medication. So she is a character that shows like kind of her insides a bit, like her lungs, the heart, and then her teeth, her mouth is just like her teeth, if that makes sense. If you look at the design, you probably get it, understand it. So I just did a simple drawing of me and Medicate. I don't have much practice drawing Medicate. I could probably put all the drawings I've ever done of her on screen. There's really not that many because she is pretty recent of a character, but not like crazy recent, if that makes any sense. I can actually pull up what date she was designed right now. She was designed, what month is number 7? I'm so bad with months. She was designed July 6th, 2023. So that was a while ago, but that's still fairly recent when you think about it, or at least in my timeline. But I have not drawn me and her together at all, and this was the first drawing of me doing that. And I will say, the head shapes, I butchered. I don't know, I kept playing with it and trying to fix it. It wasn't great. And I was, not the happiest while drawing this, but I don't know, I wasn't enjoying it as much as I should have been because I really like Medicate. Medicate is such a cool design. So the pose is just basically me kind of sitting on her lap, I guess, but laying on her lap more and we're both slightly reclined, except for actually no, she's sitting up pretty straight. But I just thought it was a little kind of an interesting pose and kind of just went with it. But I do think I could do a much better job with this picture than I did, for sure. The line art was pretty alright. I did use my pen round brush, and that was definitely the right choice. The line art definitely helped, but it didn't, you can't save stupid, you know what I mean? But I don't know, there's really not much to write home about this drawing. I'm just happy to have it for my gallery for Medicate, you know, a step in improving the quality of me drawing her. And she's just so interesting. But I did, since the sketch was bad and I knew the final product I wouldn't be the most happy with, I tried to take my time with the line art to make sure it was the best possible version of this sketch. And I'm also on a time crunch, so I have to get something done. And then after that, was on to coloring. And coloring was, for my character, was really easy because I've drawn her several times, We've been there. And again, this time I changed her gray sweater to be that blue instead. And I think I do need to make a new ref sheet where it's updated and that is swapped out. And I realized in that maybe the last video, but one of the videos I was talking about how I hate how when a character has a one-off color on their color palette that's nowhere else on the design. And I realized I was talking about my mini-me. My mini-me, she has that one green color on her eye, or the 2 green colors on her eye, and then it's nowhere else. And yes, does that irritate me? 100% it does. It irritates me so much. But also, I can't change my eye color, so I have to live with it. There are ways I get around it. One is my little line art, a shading thing. It's not really shading, but it's more like an aesthetic, where I take the line art and I move it slightly and then I give it a different blending. If you see my talking sprite on screen and you see those blue lines in the hair and the slightly green, that is what I'm talking about. So I use that to make my mini-me a little more balanced, and I also use that for all my other characters when I can. So if you were wondering if it irritated me that my mini-me has the one-off colors, it does immensely. But again, I can't change my eye color. My eye color is green. Anyway, actually during the coloring, I had forgot that Medicate's transparent. So I had to go back and but add in the parts that you can see through her arm. So, and I was very worried that I'd botch it somehow, but it actually looks pretty good. Background is just mid. I didn't know what to do. It's giving Pepsi logo, but it was just the best I could do at the time. And I think it's fine. It's definitely like a Katie background. However, Medicate looks very lovely with my blue colors. Anyway, that's it for this drawing. Let me know what you think, if you see any like ways I can improve on this drawing specifically. And if you like Medicate's design, or if she's scary to you. Or both. Maybe she's scary and you like her. Anyway, on to the next drawing. Alright, this next one's going to be very quickly, not because it's bad, but because the prompt was baddie. Not baddie, no, the prompt was bat, but I decided I would just draw my mini-me Batty because, of course, she was actually designed back in 2022, I believe, for a prompt of bat, and I wanted to design a mini-me that was a bat, and I thought that would be a very fun idea, and that's where she spawned from. She is one of my darling little characters. She's just so, I love her so much. I love her eyebrows. They're so perfect. Look at them. They're perfect. I also loved her winged like eyes that are very pointy. She's just perfect. I love her. Line of my life right there. I also very much love how her fur, her mane is just so fluffy, and then it doesn't even exist on the left side of her face and head. She's just a really good design, and I'm always happy to draw her. So I figured I definitely don't have enough art in her gallery. She's actually kind of similar to Medicate, to where she doesn't have that much, and she's kind of relatively recent. I can put up all the drawings I've ever done of her here. Yeah, there's like 3 and then a concept sketch for a tinier version of her. Before she had her little left eye mangled, or left side of her head mangled. But I just want to do a simple solid pose because that's good character practice, and I also am terrible at wings. I know these wings aren't great and they look weird, but like it's the best I can do. If someone wants to help me or send me in some advice on how to draw wings, or like anyone in the Discord and you want to be like, hey Katie, I need to humble you, please. Like I don't know how to draw wings and it shows, and I can feel like I can never find any good references that like I understand. So if anyone has any, dish them out, share them with the club. But this is a really simple drawing, really good. It screams like I did the prompt. It screams bat, and she's perfect. I also very much love that her legs are just so fluffy. Oh, she's so perfect. I would love to do a cosplay of her. Wouldn't that be amazing? You probably get so warm with the amount of fluff. And I noticed something about her is that she had some one-off colors that weren't anywhere else on the color palette. Now the eye color, yes, for her is also not in anywhere else in the design. However, again, I used my line art effect on her, and it creates that color other places in the drawing, so it will eventually blend. But she had the same blue eye. Okay, if you look at my talking sprite right now, my eye whites, they're slightly blue. She had those exact same colors, and it was just nowhere else in the design, and it was kind of silly for me to do. So I actually changed it, so she will need an update to her design. Sure did the blue look all right, but like it would be better if it looked like this. And this is the final drawing. I really like it. I love Batty. I like how sad she kind of looks in this. I don't know what the word for it would be, but she's just such a cutie, and I love her. It's always a joy drawing her. And I definitely need to work on, I don't know, just adding more to her gallery. Anyway, on to the next drawing. Alright, let's get our next Monster Girl Randomizer design loaded. Boop. Hell yeah. I'm keep the sweater faux show and the mushroom cap. That is big vibes. And all the pop heads and the boots. Probably these bottom layer of shorts, not this top shorts. Maybe a combination of both, but this is so, I love this. This is fire. This is perfect. All right, let's get to it. All right, now the character design for today. You saw what we were working with, and the first concept sketch I did not very much like, so I immediately went to a different concept sketch and different idea. Now, I know the original had nothing to do with being a rabbit, but I was just getting rabbit. I don't know why. I could have gone a different route, but I like rabbit characters, okay? And I hadn't designed one in a while, I feel like, but... So I kind of jotted down a concept of a rabbit with the outfit and accessories and stuff, and then I was like, what if I tried to design a female version? And I did like a rough concept of a female version that was slightly different, but very similar. And then I was like, okay, and I'm doing 2 character designs they're twins. And I'm like, of course I'm going to do 2 character designs because I just have so much time in the world. And it's funny because I really didn't want to be doing character design in that moment, but then I just like pulled the most amazing character design just out of a hat. I think it's the most amazing character design. Yeah, I guess you might not feel that way, but I do. I think these character designs are lovely. But the first one is a guy, and he's quite feminine features. He's quite curvy, but like, I don't know. I like it, so I kept it. I actually added eyelashes for him because I can't think of any male characters I have that have eyelashes, so I thought that'd be fun. And I gave him smaller rabbit ears, and his sister will have really long rabbit ears that fall to the floor. I just felt like that was interesting. There wasn't a particular reason for it. But something that will be different for both of their designs is they both have frills across their design, but his are smaller and then hers are more big and wavy-ish. So that was something that they both have in common, but are slightly different in variants. And I pretty much just tried to power through the line art. Something I actually really like for his design, or just the concept in general, are those like fluffy sleeves. I have never drawn that on a character that I think of, and I just think that is so adorable. The fluffy texture of sleeves. Come on now, that's perfect. Another thing I did for his design was give him like shoes, but like cut out the toes, so it's like they're like sock shoes, but like they're not because they lace up. I know that's like defeats the purpose of shoes, but it's cute. Let's be real, that's adorable. After his line art, I went ahead and went onto her line art because I wanted to color. I wanted to do line art one at a time and then color one at a time. But I made sure to keep referencing his design to make sure they weren't too not similar. They weren't too like drastic of design. They needed to keep on the theme. So you can tell all of the like slightly things I changed about her. And he's got a bear on his shirt, and she's got more of like a belt buckle that's a bear. I could have changed those bears to rabbits, but I thought, why not? Let's just leave them bears for funsies. Why not? Something that her outfit kind of gives more of a vibe of is strawberries rather than like solid mushroom. And I quite like that. I like that that's a little, she kind of takes it as her own, in her own stride. But I just tried to power through the line art because I got to do 2 characters, so I got to make sure I do it rather quickly. And I think I actually did the 2 final drawings in an hour and 47 minutes for 2 designs. Is pretty good. Like, just saying. Once I had the line art for both of them done, I was ready to color. And I was going to do his first because I just felt like his was going to be more accurate to the original randomizer design. So I just blocked in the same things that were on the original. I feel like I kept the original colors and the original placements very close, like the closest I've ever done. So that was pretty cool that I was able to keep true to the original colors as much as I could. But what this design is going to be is it's going to be a half and half. So on one half is that pink and green energy theme, whatever, and then the other side will be the blue tones. And then I will take the colors on the pink side and put them on the blue, I will draw in accent things like the particles, the pop pads, the things on the mushrooms, flip it, and then like add the colors that are from the other side onto that side. That is so hard to explain. If you look at the screen, like you're probably getting what I'm trying to say. So that way, some of the pink colors are on the blue side, and some of the blue side colors are on the pink side. Because character design for Monster Girl randomizers, the thing that's most important, in my opinion, with these designs is color balance. That's why the original redesigns or randomizers don't look good, because the colors aren't balanced. But when you balance the colors like this, it'll work. It's a little jarring, like, to have such bold colors, but theoretically it works. And I just filled in hers to match as best I could and make them also, you know, a little fun and unique. But I very much like both sides. I think both sides of the design are very fun. I think the blue colors are just so, I just love that palette. I think it's really good. Like that blueberry blue, I don't know. I guess, well, are blueberries purple or not? I don't know. I would call it a blueberry blue. I just think it is so pretty. But coloring did not take as long as the line art, so that I was thankful for. Actually, when I finished recording, there were small touches I did and changed. So in the final, you'll see once, you know, I pop up the ref sheet, you'll see his ears actually have stripes and his shoes have stripes. I had changed them because, I don't know, I just wanted them to match a little more and I thought it looked really good. So that is the final design. I named the girl Daphne and I named him Daniel. I really love these two cuties. They're twins. They're just so, I love them. I actually don't think I've ever done like twin characters. I can think of a few that like might be, but I haven't worked on long enough to really know for sure if that's the route I want to go. But these are like the only two I can think of that I've ever done as twins, which is interesting because I'm a twin. So you think that I would have done that before. But yeah, this is the final design. Tell me what you think and if you would have gone a different route with the randomizer. Alright everyone, and that is it for Drawtober Day 5. If you want to join the raffle for this day, link is in the description, or you can join the Discord. I hope you enjoyed today's drawings just as much as I did, and stay safe. Love you!